Hey there. Today, I'm super excited that we are going to talk about some new updates that are happening in the Pax8 marketplace. It's really going to help you as a partner make sure that you have a better customer experience, you're driving demand, and you're growing your business. In today's show, we're going to talk about the Integrations Hub. We're going to talk about the AI-powered MCP server. We're also going to talk about Public Storefronts. Make sure you check it out. Hey everybody, I'm Kristen Fehrenbach, the Senior Director of Microsoft Go-to-Market here at Pax8. Thank you so much for joining today on Technically Unraveled, where we talk all things Azure, AI, security, modern work, the whole slew. So super excited to have you. But it's not only Technically Unraveled, we also have our friends over at The Game. Make sure you check them out, as well as Academy. So make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. So much content's going to come your way. I don't want you to miss out on any of those incredible shows. But today, I'm super excited. We have a returning guest. So Miss Sophie Finch is the VP of Product Management here at Pax8, and I'm super excited to welcome you on.
Thanks, Kristen. Excited to be here with you.
Well, I know that you are super busy, so I appreciate you making time. But tell us a little bit about who you are. And Sophie, you know we love a good fun fact.
Thanks, Kristen. Sophie Finch. I've been at Pax8 a little over 9 years, coming up on 10 years, and love my role leading the product team and being a part of this company. The fun fact part I did not prepare for, but let me think for a second. Okay, so this is a little bit eclectic, but I really enjoy the dehydrated fruit on a cocktail. And most people would probably ignore that dehydrated fruit piece, but I enjoy eating it. So that is my weird or fun fact for today.
Do you just gather them out of people's other beverages at that point? Because I feel like that's an opportunity here, Sophie.
Luckily, I stick to my own. I think I could probably get into making them, but I've avoided that so far.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm super excited to have you today. But we're just coming out of Beyond recently, and Libby and Craig gave an incredible innovation keynote. And there were some really exciting announcements that happened about the marketplace features, storefronts, integrations. But before we dive in with you, Sophie, I want to really just hear all of the partners' feedback about their keynote. Let's check it out.
First of all, those keynotes were so innovative, so exciting. The whole experience here has been just amazing. This is actually my first Beyond, and I am blown away.
Initial thoughts are excitement about both the Public Storefront and the Integrations Hub.
The MCP and agentic AI, we're totally living in the future right now. So I'm really excited about it.
The guided road opportunity is so exciting for me. We've been really struggling with how to integrate AI into our offering, and getting this resource is, I think, going to be invaluable at allowing us to meet our clients there. They're all asking for it.
I think it's a way of gaining visibility for our MSP.
And I have a few customers that I have in the back of my mind that I'm going to give them instant access to.
The Integrations Hub, that's one of those areas that I feel like it really gives the power to our end users and our clients to have some autonomy and some control and some visibility into what it is that we're doing and the way that we manage their businesses. And it helps our team then have a better, broader sense of what's actually going on.
Things are moving so fast, so it seems like it's a little hard to keep up with, but I'm glad that Pax8 is going to help us.
The storefront is absolutely going to save a lot of time for our inside sales team, and the Operations Hub, I'm really looking forward to seeing how it increases efficiency for us.
We're already going to build our public marketplace as soon as we get out of this.
A lot of the quoting process that we have, it's very cumbersome, it's labor intensive, but I'm hoping that it's going to really simplify our process, give us access to data sooner so we can get those quotes out sooner and we can provide a better level of service to our clients. And isn't that the name of the game?
AI growth, that's kind of our prime focus right now. Like, how can we prepare ourselves to be AI ready, get our customers AI ready, and Pax8 is going to help us.
I love to see how excited partners get, especially when we're really unveiling something and they're like, man, this is something we've been waiting for. So, Sophie, can you just give us that high level overview of the Integrations Hub and what it's actually designed for, maybe who it's designed for?
Yeah, so I love the Integrations Hub because it's for our partners, it's for our technical users, for our operators that want to streamline their operations and also introduce more automation. And so we've referred to the Integrations Hub as our central platform for transforming those operations and offering a comprehensive suite of integration tools for our partners. So this would allow our partners to connect systems, automate workflows, and unlock insights about their business.
I love it. You're talking about automation, but how does event automation actually work within the Integrations Hub?
Yeah, so specifically with events, we're expecting a lot of this to happen via external iPaaS platforms like N8N or Zapier, but our partners could also build this natively in their own system. So they would likely listen for these events and then trigger an API call or a pre-built connector to take some kind of action off of the event. So there's various ways that our partners could leverage the Integrations Hub, but this event-specific automation and workflows are one of them.
Wow. Okay. So, like, let's just get to the meat of this, Sophie. Like, what is the value for our partners in this?
Yeah, so I previously spoke about improving operations and increasing automation. So I think those are two big pieces. But then the third item that I would call out is gaining visibility into their business. So they might want to understand what's going on across the month or for a specific customer so they can get that visibility and then also take automated actions on top of it that you can see different examples here on the screen.
I like it. I like it. So, what's the long term view, the long term plan? Because this is all new and exciting, right? But if we look further down, what should we expect?
Yeah, the team has a lot of plans and a big roadmap. So they're going to continue to invest in this area, which is really exciting. But most specifically, longer term, they want to focus on defining templates for our partners. So these could be workflow templates or agents that our partners can use to one click deploy to N8N or customize via AI. So lots of opportunities, but I think you'll see us move into that template realm next.
I like it. And so, another component of our integrations hub is actually the AI powered MCP server. So, let's just start from square one, Sophie. Okay. So, what exactly is MCP and how is this related to AI?
Yes. So any of you could look this up, and many of you are probably already familiar, but MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. And in the context of Pax8, we're referring to the MCP server as a secure bridge. So enabling AI assistants, this could be Claude, Copilot, Cursor, to access our partners' Pax8 data and perform actions on their behalf.
Okay. So, this could be a pretty powerful concept, but I mean, talk me through like how this actually works in true practice.
I'm a big believer in showing you if you're open to it. So I think what we always want to do with our partners is encourage them to log in and get started and start using it. So I'll share my screen briefly and we can show our partners where to navigate.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're logged in here as a test partner, and you'll probably see me use this test partner later today in our conversation. And we're logged in as Supernova, and we can navigate down our left-hand menu here. And under settings, we'll see an area for integrations. So I select integrations and I now have 4 different tabs here across the top. So if we have a partner that's looking to get started with MCP server and use it in practice, they would navigate over here where they can learn about the entire setup, generate their token for authentication, and have guidance on the entire connection process. I will also call out that on the right here, we have our developer documentation. So our partners can come here and have a deep dive into our MCP setup guide and make progress. So I wanted to show this as a getting started point, but furthermore, we thought there might be a good use case that we'll have one of our team members walk through so that you can get a feeling of post setup. How can I actually be using this in practice?
Hi, I'm Rebecca Mulder from Pax8 Engineering, and this is the MCP Server Demo. MCP allows any AI agent to talk to the Pax8 marketplace. Here's VS Code, a well-known tool. As an example of an agent that is using MCP to talk read-only to the Pax8 marketplace, all I have to do is ask, for my client, which subscriptions are renewing in the next 30 days? And that's your pipeline, built in seconds. And in preparation for the sales call, my AI agent can query what's trending as a next recommendation. You can see that it recommends I upsell Microsoft Defender, as we've had a lot of luck with that with other clients. It's pretty simple. Now that the Pax8 marketplace natively supports MCP, any AI agent can securely query and get insights. Now, imagine a world where this type of connection powers everything in your world, where your PSA talks to the Pax8 marketplace and not only knows which subscriptions are up for renewal, but kicks off a workflow where those renewals are automatically negotiated through email and chat with your customers, freeing you up to focus on their problems. The Pax8 marketplace of the future will get you there.
Okay, so you came fully prepared, Sophie. We've got live demos. We've got all of the supporting videos. I love it. And so I know we want to hit on so many things so quickly, but I want to make sure we talk about public storefronts because this caused quite the reaction. And I know that public storefronts has been an evolution that has continued through, but recently at Beyond this year, you actually had a breakout session. And so it was you at Nervishy, and I would love to just see a quick video snippet of it.
Sophie, our VP of Product Management, is one of the driving forces behind this vision, and she's really been part of creating this product from concept to capability, and is going to connect the dots for us today on how to leverage this tool to grow your business. One of the key product areas that we launched was storefronts. And so there's probably a portion of you that are already using that, where you can customize certain products for your downstream customers and provide them that self-service experience. And so after we launched storefronts, we spent the rest of the year adding a few new feature areas. The first being custom products, where you could load your own services or products or hardware into the marketplace. Also added solutions, which is a fancy word for bundling things together. And so the benefit of adding custom products and solutions was that you could now customize your storefront even more. So we were happy with what we achieved, but we heard your feedback, and I think many of you thought, okay, this is great, but how can we remove a few of the limitations that exist? And so that's how we got here today with public storefronts. So it's an evolution of the current product. I'd answer it in 3 parts, and you'll see a little bit of these 3 parts in the product itself. But the first being lowering barrier to entry when we offer a new product to you and reducing that friction. So I've been in a few situations lately where I've had to read multi-page user guides and it doesn't totally work for me, and then I get halfway through something and I can't finish. And we know that you all are busy as our partners, and so that's what we need to bring you, is products that are intuitive when you can step through the process. We are seeing a change in the buyer journey where customers are wanting the self-service experience. And so that would be just one change that we're expecting to see. So we need to stay up on market dynamics, understand how those things are going to change, and deliver products that are addressing those situations. And then third, marketing activation. This is nothing new. I think when I talk to a lot of you as partners, we hear this need for help us help downstream to our customers. And so part of Public Storefronts is doing just that, leveraging the activation piece for your downstream customers. So I want to to set the stage of what drove this innovation. Partners need a way to look more professional online. They need to show their value clearly without handing over the keys to self-service. So Public Storefronts solves that tension. It's not e-commerce, it's not just a website, but it's a spotlight on everything that you offer.
So I'm really excited about this specific feature, but I want to talk about what are some of the actions that our partners can actually take to easily set up the storefront. So Sophie, not to put you out there, but would it be possible for you to actually show us this?
Absolutely. I love demoing. It's something that brings me joy, and for the entire team, product team at Pax8, it's something that we love to do. So let me jump into that. And as I'm pulling that up here, I also wanted to comment on your previous item of saving time to talk about public storefronts. And I think it's really exciting that we get to hit Integrations Hub for a bit more of that technical audience, and then also hit public storefronts, which is targeted at more of the sales and marketing audience. So it was a nice mix to have it beyond, and a nice mix to be talking about today.
You got to
Okay.
have it all, right?
Always, I know. So we're back in the Supernova experience. So we are logged in as a partner into the Pax8 marketplace. And instead of this time going down to settings, we're going to go to sell, which I wish I had time to talk about everything under this, as there's many exciting product areas to discuss, but we're going to jump straight to storefronts. And I want to go back a little bit to what was discussed in that recording, which is that Public Storefronts is an evolution of storefronts that was launched last year. So you're going to navigate to the same place. There isn't two different experiences that you have to go to. You can manage all of your storefronts here. The difference is you will now have a toggle to manage your public storefront versus your private storefront. So as we look through, there's going to be some high-level metrics at the top, and then you're going to be able to see your storefronts that already exist. So you might have draft storefronts, storefronts with unpublished changes, or fully published storefronts. And I will call out here the specific verticals. So what's nice about our traditional storefronts functionality is that you might want to target a client segment for legal, for retail, for marketing, and have a different storefront experience for each of those segments. So you can easily configure that there, whereas a public storefront means it's truly public, and so you wouldn't be able to select a client segment. So we'll navigate to the right and select Create Storefront.
Wait, so that's it? You just have to click the Create Storefront, and now we're already editing.
Correct. And I took a long time to get here, so you could have just come straight here and probably had a storefront published within a few seconds, but I wanted to show you how simple it can be. So today we're going to create a storefront just for you, Kristen.
Ooh.
Click Save. This will be all about the cloud today. And then it is up to you as the partner to spotlight certain products. So you can replace this product here. And I referred to some other areas I wish I had time to show you today. One of those areas is Opportunity Explorer, that's going to be surfacing opportunities for your clients. So if we have the highest number of opportunities for Dropsuite or Exclaimer, that might be a great place to start. So we could replace a product, scroll down, do the same thing, highlight specific Microsoft products that are trending and that we want to focus on, or add a completely new section. And when I go to add a new section, maybe I want to highlight some security offerings that I have. And I can search for specific security product names that are in our environment. Or you might want to highlight a specific custom product that you created as a partner or a service. So this can also pull from your custom products or your solutions, which is the bundling functionality that we referred to previously. You can adjust the layout here if you wanted to try something else or continue through the experience. You can highlight Pax8 professional services, your own professional services, and anything in between. So if I come back up to the top, I'll see this little settings here. And this is where I can switch my access to make this a public storefront and enable it for anybody. So now you'll see that the experience changed slightly on the left. And because this storefront is now public, anyone with this public link would have access, and the pricing is hidden with this initial release of the given products. So I can exit out of here or preview my storefront. I had one previously created that was a bit more complete. So we can go here and preview the complete IT solutions for growing businesses, which now as a partner, I can take this link and capture new leads and target new customers with it.
Wow. So this is fully available today for partners.
You are correct. So any partner can log in with their existing credentials, navigate over to storefronts, and then work through building this. I think the part of the feedback that we were providing partners at Beyond and receiving was that they didn't realize how simple and straightforward it is. And so we're trying to push people to just get started and start somewhere, right? Log in for a few minutes, try it out. And the fact that you can have drafts and restore storefronts, you can have multiple people at your business doing this. So you don't just have to have one admin doing everything. You can really make this a group effort.
So it sounds like, okay, so I'm going to go in, I can create the storefront and just customize it. I mean, I add in my own professional services and maybe add in Pax8s if it's not something that they offer. I mean, this really sounds like it's nothing but benefit for the partner. And I mean, it allows them to go in, kind of play with it, see if they like it before they actually want to publish it too, right?
Exactly. And they could publish it to one client if they want to start small. This doesn't have to be to everybody, but a lot of the feedback that we were receiving over the last 12 months was we don't want to require a client login to go and access products and see our offerings and solutions that we have. And so that was the pivot, was making sure that we can give more accessibility. And so it's not just those existing customers, but it's prospective customers too, just giving more options to our partners.
Right. And I mean, I think that the way that your normal consumer is buying has changed, right? And a lot of people like to do a lot of research first. And I think this is kind of leading into it, right?
Absolutely. You're hitting on a great thing, which is a change in buyer behavior. So we're seeing more and more customers wanting to self-serve, have a say in their experience. And so this is making sure that our partners can be ahead of that change.
Amazing. So you logged in, we got something already created. It was easy to just, start integrating things in. But what has been the partner feedback that, like, who's actually used this so far?
Yeah, we've had some really amazing beta partners that have been helping us out over the last few months, and they love the public accessibility. But as you know, with feedback, it made them even more excited to have additional functionality that's not there yet. So we're hearing a lot of, okay, great, it's public. We don't require a login, but now we want them to be able to fully transact, see pricing, checkout, like complete self-service, even if they're a prospective customer and not a new customer. And I'd say that's also a pretty big pivot from what we heard from our partner community a year ago. And we are very excited about that pivot. So as we look to address that feedback, we'll be investing in ensuring that the public storefront functionality allows the full end-to-end purchasing and management layer too.
Man, so that really sounds like directionally where we're going to be going. But I mean, there's so many features that are within the Pax8 marketplace. I know we've only hit on a few of them, but I'm going to ask you just this broad statement. And I mean, when we look at what is coming with the Pax8 marketplace, like, what are you excited about?
That's a great question. So many things on our roadmap, as you know, it's the classic product person answer, but I think I would point out something that came out of Beyond and specifically with Scott Chasen's keynote on the managed intelligence era. We have an opportunity as Pax8 and with our partner community to really invest in managed intelligence and build that into our experience. And so that's what I'm most excited about, and what the team is most excited about is understanding how AI is going to change buyer behavior. It already has, and it will continue to. So making sure that we're ahead of that and evolving with our partners and providing them with new ways of working in that era.
Ooh, that's a good one. So we covered some super technical stuff on the top side. We went through some of the more sales focused on the back. But before we close out the show, Sophie, what is your advice for partners that are maybe like, man, okay, so what is step one? What do I do?
Yeah, I hit on this earlier, but I will say it again, which is just log in and get in there. We want that active usage for you to feel what it's like to use the products, because that's the only way you're going to be able to give feedback and take advantage as to what we're bringing to market. So I think my advice would be, grab your computer, open a new tab and just log in, check out Storefronts and Integration Hub, and at least walk through the getting started steps. It's not complicated. We attempted to make all of these products really simple to use because we know our partners' time is really valuable. So get in there. And I would say the same to you, Kristen. Get in there if you haven't yet.
I love it. And I absolutely will. Sophie, I just want to say a big thank you for your time and going through this. I look forward to having you back on the show here soon.
Thanks, Kristen. See ya.
All right, everybody. It is not a technically unraveled show without a Copilot tip of the week. Let's check it out.
Wish building your AI agent was as easy as chatting with a friend? With Copilot Studio, it is. Hey, I'm Willis. This week's Copilot Tip of the Week is all about getting started with Copilot Studio, your AI-powered assistant for creating custom agents. Copilot Studio homepage. Here's how to build your first agent fast. Just sign into Copilot Studio. On the homepage, type a short description of what your agent should do, like help users learn how to create agents with Copilot Studio. Agent creation flow. On the left, Copilot starts asking questions to guide you through the process. On the right, your agent's details update in real time. Want to give your agent a name? Try Friendly Copilot Tutor. Want to give it a voice? Tell Copilot, talk as a kind and patient teacher.
Good afternoon.
Done. No programming required. Getting started creating agents with Copilot Studio is just that easy. Next time, we'll show you how to add knowledge sources and test your agent. And that's your Copilot Tip of the Week.
All right. Thank you so much, Willis. Sophie, thank you so much as well. What a great show. I love talking about our Pax8 marketplace and the continued innovation. Now, I wanted to make sure that you like, share, and subscribe because I'm super excited about our next guest, Ken Marks with Synomi. We are going to jump on, have a great show, but you aren't going to want to miss out. So I look forward to seeing you there, everybody.